Good evening, Samurai! Welcome to the stream, welcome to the channel, welcome to the Vortex. My name is Ezio and I will be your guide this evening as we once more journey into worlds, into realms very much well traveled at this point. Hail! Wait, there we go. Hail, stray girl. Hail, real spawn. And to each and every one of you, be you a chatter, be you a lurker, welcome. Welcome for those of you who couldn't join us on the previous leg of our journey. We ventured forth across the lands of Hyrule. We upgraded some more armor sets. We farmed more stuff. We got a blood moon, farmed some Taluses, discovered that I really do still suck at the Lionel Gauntlet, and now we are going to, after me wasting an hour everyone's time, continue the mighty grind, the mighty armor upgrade farm of 2024. So yes, it's all going to be fun and games. Hail Hoodlum, welcome. So, with that said, with that done, to each and every one of you, be you a chatter, be you a lurker, come. Wait, where am I? Oh, whatever. Come, join me as we once more step foot into the Vortex as we continue to travel and traverse the world, the realm of the Legend of Zelda, Tears of the Kingdom. Our destination lays before us, the controls are set, and as always, the switch still needs to be turned on, so let's go! Shall we? Oh, your bot not making its presence known? Maybe. No, she's there. Spiz is there. Test. I think it's just because I've restarted it's a restart of the stream or something. Never mind. Well, oh, come on. Never mind getting tagged. No, it's fine. The bot does weird things sometimes. Could do with a reboot, maybe, possibly. I'll get to it eventually. I don't think there's an update though. It's in a Docker container anyway. I can restart her in about 5 seconds. Especially considering there's an interface on the interface that allows me to just click restart and the bot will refire itself up. I love this song. The potions, amazing. There we go. You wouldn't think it's a League of Legends inspired piece. Right. Or maybe you would. It's been a long time since I've played League of Legends. Righto. Start. Now what am I doing? We are looking... Right, we have a choice. We either continue hunting for electric Lazophos tails, we try and find a sapphire, or we farm fire breast Lazophos tails. Or, well, actually, yeah, pretty much those are the three things. I was thinking he would have said, wait, what now? No, they just evening streams. If you were here in the afternoon and Metroid Prime Trilogy streams when eventually, I've not actually played Metroid Prime. I'm not going to play Metroid Prime Trilogy because the only one I've got is on my Wii, which is in the loft at the minute. And it's all right-hand mode, and I'm left-handed. So it's not the easiest game for me to play. I'll probably try and play Metroid Prime Remastered at some point. I might make it... If chat wants it, I'll have Metroid Prime Remastered as one of my stopgap games after we finish Tears of the Kingdom, because, in fairness, I'm more than happy to bring Samus quite far up the list. But I was honestly just going to play it offline. Samus is your ultimate waifu, after all. Yes, I very much do have a type, apparently. Tall, strong, and blonde. God, Samus is awesome. But anyway. Or more guts. Oh, yes, we need to go and farm more guts. How many have we got? I think I burnt through all of them last time. I suppose we could... no, there's no cut about it. We need to go and farm more Glico guts, because we need those. We need those to do the heroes aspect. Okay, fine. Right, where do we start? I suppose the depths, and then we'll work our way around. Ah, so we go to that tower first then. Nintendo will release 2 and 3 remastered at some point. Oh, yes. I mean, I'd play Metroid Dread on stream as well. I mean, I've already 100%ed it, but I'd be more than happy to play Metroid games on stream. The question is, how big are they, how complex are they, and how bad is it to 100% them? Because otherwise I'm going to end up just sort of... Well, I don't want to do anything particularly big after this game. I'm going to be completely honest. I don't want to do anything particularly major. And that's why we're not going straight into Yakuza 4. Because I really don't have it in me after this to do another 100 to 200 hours run of a game. I might do, but I think I'd probably risk burning out, so... No, we're doing Batman Arkham Origins because I'm on a big Batman kick at the minute, and I just really want to get through that game. Also Turnip Boy, which we'll do. Super Mario Sunshine is also on the list. That doesn't strike me as a particularly long game. None of them do, in contrast to Tears of the Kingdom. And then we'll get to Yakuza 4. Maybe with Metroid mixed in there somewhere. I don't think it's too major in comparison to this in Yakuza. Hell yeah. Fair enough. Alright. Yeah, okay. I need a couple of 100 pose as well, especially if we're doing more Gleo. I can't do the Gleeok farming yet. There's no such thing as a Gleeok, it's a Gleeco. Right, okay then. We'll get to that in a minute. I need to go and get some more of the, I need some more two-handed special weapons, don't I? Right, we'll do some Poe farming first. Probably also heal. Should have done that before diving into the depths. Oh, no. But yeah, I'm still working my way through Arkham City. Line, and I'll tell you something. After all the stuff I went through with Batman, I'm just flying through the combat challenges with Catwoman. Nah, no Sapphire, that's unfortunate. I think I'm going to struggle with the Predator stuff. You know, the ones where you have to clear out the rooms of the henchmen. I think I'll really struggle with her for that, and I'm going to struggle with her for the campaigns. But for combat, yeah, no, she's actually really quite fun. Now that I've figured out how the mechanics works, which I didn't when we did our Batman Arkham City run, so hopefully there is a notable difference between my skill in Arkham Origins and Knight when we get to them, compared to Asylum and City before them. If nothing else, the challenges have certainly pushed me to learn the mechanics of the game a lot better. Also, it's not crashed again yet, which is quite nice. I'm an idiot. What am I doing? I've just said I need to go and get myself... Right, first, while I'm on this map, we'll heal. Then we'll go and get our weapons. Then we'll fuse the weapons. Then we'll fight the giant Hydra of Death. There's the Hudson sign. Still there. Still seen by very few people. Wing what? Wing what? And yes, I am quite aware that if I ate a meal, I would heal much faster than this. But that requires resources. Whereas this is literally me just sitting in a hot spring for about 30 seconds. What? Wing what? Wing what? Oh. Right, okay, back to the depths. And see, Epona's nice and safe. She's currently at Lookout Landing, guarding Lady Pura for us. I could talk to the Poe statue, but there's some Poes over here. Let's face it, the more Poes we get now, the less we're going to... the more Poes we have now, the less I'm going to have to try and refarm it later. Yeah. Poes are fairly easy to farm in small quantities anyway, so that's alright. If I wanted to do something stupid, like go to 999,999, then... no, that's not happening. Somebody's already done that. They found out that there is zero benefit for it, which isn't a massive shock with this game. So, yeah, no. Right, I need the fierce deity. No. I would need the fierce deity. Right, what weapons have I picked up? Oh, marvellous. Don't need you. Don't need you. Have I still got my bigger on? No. No, I do not. I need that Gerudo Scimitar. Much like I need that shield. I know what I can do. Yes, I know what I can do. Oops. I'll fix that in a minute. Oh. I don't like this, but I suppose later on I'll be able to farm up some Poes again, so... There we go. Right. Now, I'm going to go to Gerudo Town. Ezio, join Tilenium so you could answer questions for relationship advice. Who in their right minds would want relationship advice from me? No. A man who was as dense as a brick. Never been in one. No, that would not work. I don't know, but that's all I get asked about myself. Yeah, no, I've got nothing. I can take educated guesses. And by educated, I mean random, off-the-cuff, I don't know where these answers have come from guesses, but hello. Who are you? No, Ezio. No, no. Don't do it. Just be strong. You need to find where you can get the Dawnbreaker, and I forgot where I can get the Dawnbreaker. Somewhere. It's in my adventure log, isn't it? Oh. Yeah, okay. Hello. Zach. I'm always shocked when I speak with the others about you. Oh, wait. I'm always shocked when I speak to the others about you. It's a real sort of a surprise. How incredible you are. It's for not only helping Gerudo Town, but for also helping me. If not for you, my people may have forever lost the knowledge of how to make the Arms of the Seven. And a very pretty waifu as well. God, she's very pretty. They are a legendary sword and shield passed down amongst the Gerudo, wielded by a chosen individual. I'm talking about a shield called the Daybreaker and a sword known as the Scimitar of the Seven, once wielded by the legendary champion Obosa. I have chosen you to carry these Arms of the Seven. I'm sure our former chieftain would be proud. Would you allow me to make these legendary items for you? Yes. Okay then. Let me just make sure you have everything you need. 110, welcome. Thank you for diagnosing my problem, Ezio. I appreciate it. The Ezio Technomantic service is always open to anyone who requires it. Free of charge. Though I make... you do not get any refunds if the advice is wrong. I knew you could do it. This is everything I need to get to work. Just give me a minute. Awesome. But yeah, I've been there, done that. I've had my main boot drive die on me. No, I've had boot drives die on me, but I've also had my file drive die on me, and it was mechanical. So what I've got now is because I have I had the spare PC components knocking around in the loft, so I've basically built myself a server. I've got a file server. I bought an Unraid license to use at work, but IT kept blocking the MAC address on the network, so I gave up with that. So I brought my license home, threw it all on a pen drive, built a computer out of the original chassis from the Cortana Mark I, my first gaming rig, and the same motherboard actually, same CPU. I think it was the same RAM actually. An old GTX 970 graphics card, an Intel stock cooler that I had knocking around, and the original power supply that came with the PC. Threw it all together, put Unraid on it, and that's my home server. Then what I did is I set up a share on my network called, well, I won't say what it's called, but I set up a share on my network, which was my main file storage. And then in Windows, I've changed my file storage location to the server. So now whenever I save anything to my documents, it actually writes to my server, which has 16 terabytes of storage with with a parity drive. So if one of the 8 terabyte drives that is part of the main storage array dies, the parity drive kicks in and that will rebuild my array as required. It's brilliant. So yeah, all my data is nice and secure. So yes, I don't say everyone should do that. If you're interested in computing and IT, very much give it a shot. If not, then at least get yourself a nice chunky external hard drive. Turn on Windows File Backup. Or is it? I think it's File Backup, or File History, and just turn that on in Windows, and then have it write all of your files to the drive. Because then, if your main drive dies, at least you've got a backup of your file history. It's called File History. There we go. 8 terabytes, Ezio. A bit overkill. No, 16. It's in a RAID. It's in a. What RAID would it be? RAID 0? basically a RAID 0. So both discs are there, and it does it to the high point. So 8 terabytes. Yes, but you have to remember that the 16 terabytes of that is not only just my files on my computer. I've also got a Plex server, so all my Blu-rays are uploaded to it, which are quite large. All my music's uploaded to it into the Plex server. I'm running at least 3 virtual machines, 6 Docker containers, one of which is Spizbot. So, and a chunk of that is also, I've got a separate share, well, they're all in different shares, but I've also got an entire share, which is my backup of my main rig. So all of my files and data and disks back up to the server. So yes, 8 terabytes is far from overkill for me. It's a home lab. It's got a lot of things running on the network. It was never going to be small. You'll find out if you ever build a home server, you're going to end up with a lot of data. There we go. Scimitar of the Seven from the Waifu. A famous sword once beloved by the Gerudo champion Urbosa. It's said that the Urbosa swung the sword in battle, her movements resembled a beautiful dance. As lightning obliterated everyone in the nearest vicinity. I wish you good fortune on your travels. Shield was cherished by the Gerudo champion Urbosa. The gold used to make it was hand-picked to ensure a design that is both lightweight and very durable. I doubt I will ever, but never say never. Well, you know, I mean, I don't use it to save my games because obviously you have to remember that. Oh, I've also got my vault, which is an archive of all documents. But in fairness, my document data is probably a few terabytes, if that. Most of it is the movies and the videos and the anime and everything else that goes into the Plex server. That's why it's got a graphics card in it, by the way. Normally, a file server won't need a graphics card. But I've got a graphics card installed in mine because with my Plex server working in Docker, I'm able to use a GPU encoder. So if I'm watching a movie on, I don't know, I've got a Blu-ray movie and I'm trying to watch it on my phone, rather than it's able to then, rather than trying to do software encoding, which causes artifacting and stuff, I think it's a case of it runs through the hardware encoder. So the graphics card will re-encode the movie live as it, or the video or the anime episode or whatever. It will re-encode it onto my phone, so I don't have to worry about it all being weird resolutions and stuff. Well, yeah, no, I've not used it. I've used about 8 terabytes of storage so far out of 16. I don't think I'll need to upgrade to it anytime soon. Oh, I've also got a cache drive, which is 500 gigabytes of NAND flash. The NAND SSD, but basically whenever I write, depending on which share I'm writing to, say my Windows backup writes directly to the RAID array, or directly to the array of spinning disks, because I don't need it. What's the word I'm looking for? Performance is an imperative on those. It can write as slow as it wants, I don't care, but if it's something like my Plex, where I'm trying to rip a Blu-ray into the server, it writes to the 500 gig NAND flash SSD, because the SSD will write the data faster, and then every night it will run a mover routine, which basically empties the entire cache into the array. And that's how that works. And then if I wanted, I could have it go both ways, or I could have everything just sit on the cache, or I could have everything switch back and forth. It's quite good on RAID. But yes, that's fair enough. I mean, not everyone will make use of 8 terabytes plus. But in fairness, I am, because I'm a techie. I like my computers, and it's also a bit of fun building my own home network. What I want to do is actually replace my BT router with something else, a custom jobby. But unfortunately, that would require money and time, 2 things I am quite limited on at the moment. So, well. The second person I've made these for. Lady Riju was the first. Yes. I did have a copy of these weapons once upon a time. I don't know where they disappeared. I assume they were destroyed in the fight with the Calamity. Ancestors even made them for the champion of the Gerudo some time ago. It really just goes to show how amazing they are. It'll make me happy if you take good care of them. Mm-hmm. But I did make them to be used, so don't feel like you need to preserve them. Should they ever be irretrievably lost, just bring me the materials again, and I'll remake them for you. And also,
You can come and see me whenever you like. Even if you don't need anything, I don't mind.
I would love to.
May the blessings of the Gerudo be upon you.
I accept these blessings wholeheartedly. Oh, very, very pretty waifu. Very pretty. No, leave now. Leave, Link. Yes. Don't. No. No. We've already. No. Balls to it. Excuse me, miss. I am going to take your picture. Thank you very much. Run away! Good lord, she was pretty. Right, there we go. Albeit I lost all my Blender stuff, but I was thinking of rebuilding stuff anyway. Well, that's fair enough then. But remember, there's an old adage in IT. If the data doesn't exist in 3 places simultaneously, it doesn't exist at all. I mean, most of my files I have in Dropbox, Google Drive, or OneDrive, so they're all cloud backed up. Anything else is all in my server, and in the server, the data array is covered by a parity disk. If I lost both disks at the same, if I lost a disk and the parity at the same time, I'm scuppered, I freely admit, but OnRaids is quite good at looking after those sorts of things. Might be safer with an external hard drive. Yes, external hard drive and turn on Windows file history. It's not the best of things, but it will certainly cover you for what you need to do. Oh, I think I missed a stone talus. Ooh, I think I missed a stone talus. We might be able to finish the Armor of the Sky. That'll be nice. Mm-hmm. I've got an old 2 terabyte Buffalo drive, an external hard drive. Not the fastest. I think it runs a USB 3 header. I've got it running as a backup, or I had it running as a backup for years. Now I've got my server. I've moved all my backups onto that, but I've still got the Buffalo drive as a side thing. But that's been working for years and years and years. It's been brilliant. I can't. I'm falling to my death. If I wait, I go splat. Unless I'm wearing the flight gear. Oops, I could have gone to that shrine. I just realised that I'll try that again. I just realised that I have 128 gig SD and a USB that supports the slot. I can store stuff in there. Yes, you can. But don't. Because then you're just going to end up in a similar situation again, aren't you? Because all your data will disappear if the drive dies. Use it as a backup. It is a talus, right. Let's quickly switch to our fierce deity stuff. Ba 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 ba. Ba da ba ba da ba. Bum 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 bum. Hey! It's an SD card. Okay, don't use that as a backup. You can use it as temporary storage, but yeah. Oh, Sapphire Smartphone. It's on it. I know you're on a tight budget, but seriously, don't just use it as a very stopgap solution. Don't try and trust it long term. Take it from someone who has been burned by stopgap solutions many times. Not worth it. It really isn't worth it in the long run. Right, what do I fuse this with? Scimitar of the Seven deserves something strong. That's going to get fused with a silver Lionel. Suppose I will fuse this to the Dusk Claymore 65. That looks ridiculous, but it'll do. Also, remember to format the SD card in NTFS rather than FAT32, which most SD cards seem to go to, because otherwise you'll find that it won't write the full data because it can't write the packages properly. Because of the long story, but yeah. I've met in many a student who said, I can't write my file to this 128 gig or this 1 terabyte SD card or 1 terabyte pen drive or 2 terabyte drive or 500 gig hard drive because they've formatted it in FAT and it's just not able to write the data packets in the right way. Use NTFS, it's better. Admittedly, it's a Windows standard, but if you're not going to be switching between Mac and Linux and Windows all the time, you'll be fine. FAT32 exists for that reason, I think. I think FAT32's did that away. exFAT, I think, is what I usually use, if I can help it. Take that with a pinch of salt, though. Not the formatting and NTFS though. Do that. That is the good idea. Right, I need you. I need oh. You and one of you. Yes. Oh, that was stupid. Oh well. 91 damage. That's a lot of damage. Not what I wanted to use that for, though. The Tower of the Seven. What? A famous sword once beloved by the Gerudo champion Urbosa. It said when Urbosa swung the sword, what's the catch? There must be a catch. That is it. It's got to be a glass cannon. It has to be a glass cannon. There is no way that Nintendo are going to allow us to have 138 damage on a sword. Holy mother of... Okay, right. I found my new favoritist thing. God damn it. I'm only using it for uni projects, so I can use them in uni. Hasn't the uni given you a OneDrive share to use? God, Bennett, we've got those. bet you can get more, to be honest. I don't think I maybe with different weapons, but well, there we go. Oh boy, right. 38. I don't even know what I'd use that sword for. I'm gonna be honest. That sort of damage? What would I use that sword with? Oh well. Okay. Ganon, pretty much, to be honest. I will probably use it in the final fight with Ganon. Okay. Now that we've had that fun and game, let's go quickly back to the Great Fairy and get the sky set off the books. Then we'll go into the depths and we'll start farming the King of Glico before the next Blood Moon. Did I miss the house building? Nope, not built the house yet. I will eventually. Probably, actually, I will after we've done all of the armor upgrades. When we've done all the armor upgrades, I can then start selling all the stuff I don't need for the armor upgrades, and then I can use the rupees from that to actually build the house. Also, the house is locked behind sub-stories, which I'm going to try and avoid doing at the moment until we've done all the armor upgrades, because God Bennett, I want something fun to do before the end of the game. Right, there we go. We have 11 sapphires now. I mean, the trek into Hyrule Castle, then the Phantom Zelda was a good shot in the arm. That really reignited my enjoyment of the game. I won't say love. I won't fall foul of that, but it certainly gave me a shot in the arm to keep pressing on. But I need something to at the end of this that I can do. If it's all I've got at the end of the armor upgrades is we fight Ganon, then it's just, that's a pretty lame thing. I want to do some sub-stories. I want to actually put what I've got to use. I want to actually experience the end game rather than just, oh, we'll fight Ganon. Right, I don't need to... How many? I need 8. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, there's only 4. 2 Blood Moon cycles and we will have enough guts to upgrade the hero's aspect. And then I don't have to farm them anymore, which should be nice. Right, into the depths then. No, it's not into the depths. We're into the Skyview Tower. He hasn't tried to build a house at any point of finding Tarrytown or whatever its name is. No, I have not. Because it's locked behind a story. Banana.